As some of you may know, I've partnered with Lakeshore this year, and I went to my local Lakeshore store in Towson, Maryland, and I had a little look through what they have to offer for their back to school sales. So I'm really excited to share with you all what I picked up, and let's do it. Let's get into this back to school Lakeshore haul. First, I want to thank Lakeshore for sponsoring this video. If you have a local Lakeshore store near you, their back to school sale is going on now until September 1st, so you don't have a ton of time to jump on so many amazing offers. Now, let's start with something free because we all love that. But if you go to your local Lakeshore and you spend $20 or more, you get this fantastic teacher plan book, which I love the look of it. I think it looks great. Nice job, Lakeshore, on that one. But you can also find doorbusters that are 50% off or more and thousands of items at 20% off. Now, if you don't have the local Lakeshore store near you, then you can totally go online and find hundreds of items for 20% off. Now, I also have a coupon code that I'm going to give you at the very end of this video, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump in so I can share all my goodies. Okay, so the first product that I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm going to kind of do this in like categories. The first category we're going to look at is organization. And I'm really excited about these. These are the paper trays, and I got the lids to go along with them, and I have the neon colors. I love that I have the ability to be able to place all of my graded work. I can throw a lid on it and end up just taking it home if I wanted to grade it at home, and I just don't have the time to do it at school. It's a great way to be able to organize any type of like theme files, your graded papers, anything. So they're durable, they're cute, they have lids. I think they're perfect. Oh, these are so nice. I also got these magnetic paper pockets. Y'all, these are so durable, and I think they're gonna be fantastic for organizing my assignments that I give for my students for when they finish with small groups. So I always give my kids some type of work to do, and instead of having to hand it out, I'm gonna put the accountability on them and have them go up to the board and grab it from the specific color. So these are gonna be really useful after small group. I also decided to pick up more of the Best Buy tote bags. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I love sending home like any sort of practice materials with my kids using these bags. Specifically when it comes to fluency or word practice, anything that I feel like I'm gonna give my kids a lot of materials with and I don't want them to end up losing them because I want them to come back, I put it in these totes. They're durable, they're easy to see that all of the materials are inside of it, and I don't have to stress out if they end up tearing them, breaking them, because they're really, really well priced. Now, if you guys watch my friend Michelle at Pocketful of Primary, I saw this on her Lakeshore haul and I had to get it. It is the giant classroom timer. Now, one of the best activities that I absolutely love doing with my kids, other than timing them to make sure that transitions go quickly, is that I like for them to clean up. I like things to be nice and neat in my classroom, and so one of the games that I end up playing is I will put a 1-minute timer on, I will stand up on top of a table or a chair, and I will kind of scope it out, and I will pick out 3 different items on the floor that I want kids to pick up. Whichever kid picks that item up, and they show it to me before they throw it in the trash, I give them a little special treat. It's fun, it's quick, and I really like having this timer to be able to kind of display that. So thank you, Michelle, for the recommendation. I also ended up getting these things to do clips. They're nice because they're already labeled for me, but if you also know me, and I feel like I'm saying this a lot, but I don't really like to carry home a teacher bag. I have a backpack. I try to minimize how much stuff I end up taking home, but when I do end up taking papers home, I like to at least have them organized because I feel like I come back to school and I don't really know what I'm doing with those papers. So what'll be nice about these is that it'll be labeled for me. I don't have to stress about it at home. I can clip it and then put it to where it needs to go once I get back to school in the morning. So this next one is really heavy. I'm gonna pick it up, show it to you, and then I'm gonna put it down so I can talk about it. Ooh. These are privacy partitions. Okay, and down. I ended up getting some privacy partitions, and y'all, that box is really heavy and there's only 10 of them inside of it. I have a flipped classroom set up for my math time, and last year I noticed that when I had kids that were ready to start taking their assessment, they were all pretty much sitting close to each other. I don't have desks, they can't really separate themselves, and then other groups are working on other assignments, so I needed them to kind of stay in their little general area. Privacy partitions is really going to help out with that this year so that I can make sure that they're all focusing on their own work versus trying to help them out. They are all so very collaborative. How many times have I said, if you guys know me really well, I think this is like the third time, but if you know me really well, you know that I don't love a lot of color. Now, I am completely aware that I should put a little bit of color in my life. So I went totally outside of my box this year, and I'm gonna try this out. I ended up getting the Hello Sunshine alphabet line and Manuscript. I do really love the colors. I love schoolgirl style. I used her so much in kindergarten. My entire superhero classroom was from her. But I figured what I would do with this is just put it right above my window, make it look really nice and bright. Plus, I also have students who still do not know how to, I can't think, sorry. Plus, I also have students that are still unable to place their words in alphabetical order. And so some of the kids end up picking that for their word workstation, and this would be just a nice kind of discreet reminder is what I could say. Plus, it'll put a little bit of color in my life. You guys should be proud. Going along that whole color theme, I also added the Color Your Classroom Schedule cards. Very nice, very bright. I have been saying for the past, I don't know, maybe 3 years, I've tried to create my own schedule cards, but because the MAC team ends up changing their schedule so often, like really often, we have to be very flexible because we have all 3 grade levels. These are gonna be nice. I'm gonna laminate them. I'm gonna put them on magnets, stick them on the front of the board so that my kids can look at it if they need to see what schedule changes we have for the day. And again, it goes along about putting a little bit more color in my life. Now I'm gonna share with you guys just a few items that I ended up getting for academics. I feel like I was like a little kid in a candy store. I've really never been to a Lakeshore store, so when I went in, I was like, ooh, I wanna get this and this and this. It was like that whole like, you know, your shopping cart dance. You just like driving down the aisles and putting it into your shopping cart. That's what I felt like. So academic stuff, I am focused. The first thing that I ended up getting are these comparing fractions flip books. Another item that I ended up seeing on Michelle's video. My students have a really hard time with comparing fractions, and I thought this would be a fantastic visual along with having our cards that we have for the comparing fractions. So figured I'd add this into my little trick of goodies for the kids to be able to utilize during math time. I also ended up getting a few of the Multipurpose Headphones by Lakeshore. I really like the fact that the kids can adjust the volume here on the cord versus having to do it by the ear or on their iPad. It also comes with an adapter if you need to have an adapter. The kids have, because I have that flipped classroom layout, they watch their videos on their iPads. They're doing random activities on their iPads. So it's really nice to be able to just have headphones so they're not distracting the other learners around them. So always good to have, and I can always use more and more of these. So I have a ton of nonfiction and fictional text sets from Lakeshore. I love them. The quality is fantastic, and I use them every single year. Now, one I did not have was the Space Phenomena. This is the nonfiction text set of high interest. I love the fact that this comes with a variety of types of text. You have newspapers, you have brochures, you have just articles, a lots of different variety, which is really nice for kids. But we're going more at like a self-paced content that's going to help increase their interest, and some of the kids who really know space can kind of zoom through space and get it done and go towards more working on some of the other passion projects this year. So we're changing it up for content a little bit this year. I'm excited for it, and I'm excited to be able to add this to that. Now, I feel like every teacher has these in their classrooms, but I needed to get some more. I got the Classroom Magnetic Letters Kits. I love Lakeshore magnetic letters. I think they're fantastic. I've been using them since kindergarten, and I still use them even though I teach 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. I needed to get some more to put them into my word workstation this year. I was running kind of low, and the kids love using this to be able to manipulate and build their words for the week. This is my last purchase, y'all, and I felt like I bought this for me because I really needed it. But I ended up getting a few of the Brain Tools twistable fidgets. Y'all, I love this fidget toy. I have it in my purse. Please do not judge me. I may pull it out during times of stress. I think these are great to have inside of the classroom, especially if you notice that you have a couple of kiddos that just need to get some of that energy out. They're quiet, they're twistable, they're fun, they're exciting. I just love them. So that is it for my Lakeshore haul. I'm gonna put all of these items in the description box down below, along with my coupon code, which I'm going to have here on the screen so that you can go and get free shipping off of $59 or more online. And that's if you don't have that Lakeshore store near you, but if you do, I recommend going out. It is like a really cool experience. Really cool. And get some of the really great items that you kind of seen here, maybe from Michelle's video. If you haven't checked out hers, make sure you do that too. But thank you again to Lakeshore. Again, their back to school sale is going to go on from now until September 1st. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Bye.